Hi, thanks very much for clicking on the video link. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin with Marketing Resolution. I really appreciate that you've joined me for another Idle Chat in the series of Idle Chats for the American Bar Association's Section for Dispute Resolution. And today I have the privilege and the great pleasure of talking to colleague Adil Khoso, who's all the way in the United States in Alabama. Hi, Adil, how are you?
Hey, Natalie, thank you for having me on today. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to talk to you always, idly or in any other way. So Adil, you know the lay of the land. We've got all these different questions here on the cards.
Yes.
And we're just going to let the cards dictate our topics here.
All right.
Adil.
Yes.
Sir, what is your least favorite smell?
Oh, my least favorite smell probably be some sort of strong food. Can't think of this particular type of food, but probably that. Or yeah, that would be it.
That's fair. All right, Adil. If your passion were not to be involved in the law and the resolution industry, what other kind of career choice do you think you might be pursuing?
Business, building back my community, because I honestly feel the backbone to every community are the small mom and pop shops. And to create a foundation where I can even pass the knowledge that they might be missing or they don't have enough time to search for it, I'd want to pass that on. So some sort of business and also consultation. So maybe a business consultant, that's what I would be doing.
It's a good gig if you can get it.
True, especially nowadays it's tough, but when there's a will, there's a way. So I'm willing to do it.
Exactly. All right, Adil, the next card. Is there any particular word or words that you regularly misspell and have to rely on spell check to help you with?
Yes. Weltanschauungen, which is a word. It's a German word incorporated in English. When I was in undergrad in international affairs, the word means worldview. And so because it has two U's, sometimes you get to misspell that, but I think that's a powerful word, but that's a word that I would need help with. Maybe have it tattooed on my arm so I know what it is when I need to refer to it. I don't know.
I'd need help with that one too. All right, sir.
Yes.
Do you, Adil Khoso, ever eat a food after the expiration date on the carton?
I'm guilty. Yogurt, they're delicious. Sometimes even those vitamin gummies, they'll say that the expiration date, they'll say one expiration date, but they'll still be good 10 years later. I feel like, I don't want to promote eating expired foods, but I feel like that's a way of making you buy a new item.
Right.
But that's not true for all of them. Milk is a perfect example. Even though they'll say it hasn't expired yet, it'll expire. And the smell. Okay, this answers the question. The smell of rotten milk.
That's where we draw the line.
Yes. So
Okay.
So when what's the worst smell? It's probably rotten milk.
Bad milk. Bad milk. All right. We'll tag that back to our very first question then. All right.
Good stuff.
Adil, what is the best sandwich?
Ooh. So in Morocco, I remember being little. This is a great story. So, and this goes into my business mindset. Kids, when I was in first grade, I would have, we had this uncle, very close family friend, we called him Uncle Chips. He had a hoagie shop and you would have mortadella. I don't know if many people have heard of this type of meat, but it's so delicious. But you could also put like shrimp, seafood, different type of meat with fries. And it's just so eggs, all of that. I mean, it's so good. So what I did was, because the entire sandwich was so much for me to eat at that age, I would eat only one and save one for later on. Kids would have the paper bags with pre-made food. Their moms would make peanut butter and jelly. So I was thinking to myself, you know what? I would like the toys they have because I didn't have them. So I decided, since they're asking me for my food, and they ended up loving those sandwiches Uncle Chip's made. So Uncle Chip's, if you're watching this, no, I'm giving you a shout out on this, okay? I would trade at that age, my sandwich, my half sandwich for their toys, and I'd make out because I was stuffed and I got toys that I didn't otherwise would have, you know? So that is the most delicious sandwich ever.
And it comes with a win-win. I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Thank you, Uncle Chips. Adil, if someone were to narrate your life story, whose voice would be narrating?
That's good. That's good. Dang, I would probably want to say this, dang it, that's tough. Because I'm thinking about like the depth of the voice and what type of feeling do I want to invoke? Oh, actually, because I love the way he acts, Denzel. I think he would do a great job.
Really good choice.
Thank
Really
you. Thank you.
Yep, class act right there. Adil, on what game have you spent the most time playing? Or rather, at what game have you spent the most time playing?
And this would be like a board game or like a video game or just like game in life. So I would say it's a game that I create on my own. So it's, for example, if I'm going for a run, which I haven't gone for quite some time, but if I'm engaging in a run, well, what I would think in my mind is I'll set up a game scenario. The person running in front of me is the person who I have to beat. And so I'm constantly playing this game where I pick my targets and they're way ahead of me and I'm always striving to beat them, if you will. So it's a self-created game and that game has got me to where I'm today. So that's the game that I've been playing the longest.
Right. And do you have a name for this game?
Never give up.
That's better than the name I was going to give it.
What were you going to give it?
Type A.
Okay, that's even a better title. I like that. Yeah, Type A.
All right. Ooh, Adil.
Yes.
This is a very American question.
Okay.
Ketchup or mustard?
Mayo. Mayo. But in the alternative, ketchup.
Canadian answer.
Yeah, also a European one because, you know, with fries, mayo is, yeah, you have to try it. And I know many people are going to watch this say, ew, why would you put mayo with fries? Mix them together. It's delicious. Try them. Try it once and let me know.
I'm better at the mayo than the vinegar.
Oh, yeah. No, not vinegar.
Yeah, I'll be on team mayo before I'm on team vinegar.
Same.
Adil, are you an early bird or a night owl?
Both. I don't like sleeping. I think there's plenty of time. Early bird.
Early bird, but you're too busy playing that type A game to be an early bird.
But that game just means that you have to stay up late nights and figure out a strategy, and then you wake up early in the morning because early bird gets the worm, and you execute on that plan. So it's constantly developing, you know? You trial and error, and what works, you adopt it and you go forward with it.
That's fair. That's fair. You just can't quit playing the game.
Never.
And then Adil, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked all of my guests as the last question, and that is, what do you love most about the resolution industry?
So, to some degree, everyone on planet Earth can communicate. But just because you're speaking doesn't mean you're communicating effectively and communicating to understand the other person. And the idea that I love about resolution, and especially our section, is the notion that you get to meet remarkable people that are experts in this particular area, and they provide you with insight that you might not have thought about otherwise. And that is something that the wise would want to seek out, because rather than learning from your own mistakes, you can learn from others and not make that same mistake in your own life. So I think like that is what I love the most, is being able to see solutions or strategies to solutions that you might not have had exposure to. And I'm fortunate to have remarkable people that can provide me with that insight.
That when I was a kid, my dad had a t-shirt that you should own. And it read, "No man is completely worthless. He can always serve as the bad example."
Yeah. 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 And I'll state this. It's tangentially connected to the idea of DR, which is dispute resolution. I was once asked, what is the most expensive meat money can buy? And I thought about various different things. They were all wrong. The most expensive meat money can buy is your tongue, because you could say something so degrading that is meaningless versus saying something so profound that people are willing to pay millions of dollars for. And I feel like that tied to the idea of dispute resolution and being able to articulate a particular point, that before articulating it, you have to understand what the person is saying and what they're trying to convey. You know, that speaks volumes. So
it does, my friend, it does. It
know,
does. Well, Adil, thank you so much for joining me for an idle chat. It's always so much fun to talk to you.
Absolutely. You too. You as well.
All right. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.